Welcome to my YouTube channel, Jenny's Travelling Spoon. Today I'm going to show you how to make the best version of homemade yogurt without using a machine. This yogurt is like the Greek yogurt you can buy in the shops. Growing up, we used to make our own yogurt at home. I use it quite a bit in Lebanese cooking. You can also have it as a dip like tzatziki or as a sauce. And now I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. This recipe will work for any amount of yogurt that you want to make. Throughout this video, I'm going to be sharing my tips on how to get the best homemade yogurt. And these are the things that I've learned from years of making it. I'm going to use this Greek yogurt as the starter culture. Once this yogurt that I'm making is set, then I can take some out and leave it aside and use it as the mother culture for my next batch of yogurt. When you're buying store-bought yogurt, make sure that it's basically just the milk and that it contains the active cultures. If there's anything else in there like sugars or flavors or other additives, don't buy it because it won't work. Those cultures are what will turn the lactose in the milk into lactic acid and start the yogurt making process. Set aside 1/3 of a cup of the mother yogurt so that it can come to room temperature. You can make it with either pasteurized or unpasteurized milk. I'm not too fussy about it, but if you can get a good quality organic or grass-fed milk, that's also good. I find that it turns out best when you use a full fat 2% milk. I have used skim milk in the past, but I've found that it doesn't turn out as well. You can try experimenting and using half full cream milk and half skim milk. Starting off, we're going to be pouring all the milk into the saucepan, and I've set the dial to a medium heat. While this is heating up, I'm going to stir it every couple of minutes so it doesn't burn on the bottom of the pan. Now we are waiting for the milk to heat up slowly and come to a boiling point. Boiling point for milk is 180 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 82 degrees Celsius. One of the tips I want to share with you is that you don't want to heat up the milk too fast, as this will make the yogurt turn out a bit slimy. Another good tip is not to use a metal stirring spoon if possible. Use a wooden spoon or a plastic spoon as I'm using. I know the milk is hot enough because it will start to boil over. I can see it's about to froth over, so I've turned off the stove and it almost spilled out, as you can see. You can cool it one of two ways. You can walk away and come back in about 45 minutes to check the temperature. Or if you don't have the patience or the time, you can sit it in the sink in an ice water bath to cool it off quickly. I've had the pot sitting in a water bath to speed up the cooling process, and it is now in the temperature range, which is 43 degrees to 46 degrees. I find 43 degrees is best, so I think that's about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer, you can measure the warmth of the milk by sticking your finger in there and counting to 10. And if you don't burn yourself, it's actually where we want it. It needs to be a lukewarm bath water temperature. I don't normally use a thermometer. Normally I just use my finger dipped in to check. You need to ensure that you mix a small amount of the milk with the culture in a small dish first. And make sure to combine it very well before you put it back into the saucepan. That if the milk is too hot, it will curdle the yogurt and it will also give off a burnt taste. I've just added the culture into the pot and given it a good stir. Now I'm going to move the pot to the 2 cork boards where I'm going to put the saucepan and cover it. I want to keep the pot warm so that the bacteria can grow. You can also put the saucepan in the oven just so it's out of the way. Once you set it down, make sure you don't move it again so you don't disturb the culture, and that may even stop the yogurt process. Now I just need to wrap up the saucepan, and I'm using a large beach towel, and then I'm going to cover it with a fleece blanket on top. We need to leave it for 5 to 6 hours. That's a minimum. I usually make the yogurt at night so that it can develop, and the longer you leave it out, the more tangy and lemony it will taste. I like it like that, so I tend to leave it for about 12 hours before putting it in the fridge. It's now the next morning. Let's unwrap and see how it went. It's still a little warm. That looks set now, and it tastes yum. Normally I'd put it in the fridge for a day or overnight before eating from it. This will allow it to set properly and also to chill through. It's now the following day, and as you can see, it's already been eaten from. The liquid you see in here is where most of the carbs are. If you're health conscious, you may wish to drain off some of this fluid. Greek yogurt is made from this natural yogurt. You just have to drain most of the liquid. You just need a cheesecloth or a piece of material that's very breathable. This will allow it to drain off the whey, and it needs to drain for a couple of hours. I will do a Greek yogurt video and post it up. So if I have, the link will be in the description box or on screen now. Now I'm going to have this with my favorite vermicelli rice, which is warmed up, and I'll have it with a couple of scoops of cool yogurt on top. So yummy. Yogurt is so healthy and very popular nowadays. You can have it for breakfast with some berries or fruits on top, or with bread. If you like this recipe, please like the video, comment and share. So now that you've seen how easy it is to make this delicious yogurt recipe, I hope you give it a go, and please let me know how it went in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe and to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content when I put it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.